Hello YouTube, welcome back to my video series, How I Write Songs. Today we will discuss my song, Use You, Use Me, which is the second track on my album, The Inner Web. The Inner Web was actually recorded and originally released by me, not to the public, just for myself, in 1999. And all the songs were written in 1999. So at that time, just to give you a historical perspective, at the time, I was still living home with my parents, with my mom. But I had just finished my bachelor's degree in medical technology the year before. And I was kind of unsure of where I was going to go in my life after that point. I was thinking about graduate school, but it was still early. I had not applied yet. And then, I applied and I got in. But there was like a lot of uncertainty. And I was also going through a time in my life where I was feeling very lonely. I didn't have any friends to speak of. I didn't have a girlfriend at the time. And I was working part-time at this market research company, just kind of calling people and annoying them and doing surveys with them. So I wasn't working within my field until later in 1999 when I started graduate school. So I wrote this song, Use You, Use Me, about a friend I had in college. Now, when I was still talking to this friend, he used to get annoyed when I would call him often and try and keep him on the phone for like hours, just chatting. But he didn't understand that I was lonely and I needed to talk to people. And he kind of pushed me away a lot. He would have his mom answer the phone when I called, and his mom would say, "Oh, you need to stop calling him because he's busy," and blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, okay, and then eventually I got the hint and I stopped calling him. But I did feel almost like, because I remember I had helped him to get into another program at the college I went to get my medical technology degree. So I remember I had helped him for that. So after he ended the friendship, I felt used. And I started thinking, is this the way of the world when it comes to friends, at least in my experience, that friends use you and throw you away? So the title, Use You, Use Me, represents that. And you can hear it in the lyrics, and the song's in the key of D major, but it has a couple of surprise chords, which I'll talk about later. So the lyrics, D major, called you just the other, then G major, day you said what's up, the sky is falling, A sus4, you said to A major, don't call me up, that's what you get, G major, and then G major with an F sharp in the bass, and then E minor, so, and D major, 'cause I'm not your friend, and I cannot, A major, A sus to A major, not help, D major, G major, D major. So the lyrics, as you can hear, are about that. They're about feeling used in a friendship and being thrown away and having somebody say, don't call me, kind of thing. So needless to say, I was upset about that because I thought we had a good friendship. But it was short-lived. It was just a friendship in college, and we didn't really hang out after college was over. That was it. So anyway, and then the song doesn't just stay. I mean, that's pretty much just the verses, really. And the song really has the chorus, A major, you use you. Excuse me. Use you, use me. Use you, use me. Let's see. Use you, use me. That's what I want, Jimmy. That's what I see. Use you, use me. It's the way of the world. Guilt free. D major. And that's the chorus. The chorus is pretty short. It goes from A major to G major to D major, really. Oh, excuse me. And then the bridge is the surprising part. The chords are surprising. It goes to the relative minor, B minor, and there's some. So there are a few curses in here. So some swearing, some expletives, whatever you want to call it. So maybe this is for sensitive ears, PG-13. And then I say, why did you fuck me over B minor over F sharp minor again? I know I can call you a friend. And then B minor, despondence is the way it has to be for me. E major, which is the 2 major in this D major scale. In other words, the secondary dominant. And then it goes G major, I've been alone. A major, 4 E, G major, turn it back to D major, T the tonic, back to G major, and it just completes the suspension. So, but the song, the lyrics are probably the most important part of this song, and it's very personal. It's narrative, like a lot of my songs. It tells a story of a point in my life when I was feeling alienated from people. I've always kind of felt that way, but I'll go into that in other videos. So, the other thing about this song that's pretty cool is the vocal effects. So I did a vocal effect using, because I recorded this song on a 4-track multi-track record. Actually, I'm sorry. I recorded this song on an 8-track multi-track recorder, a Tascam 8-track, and it was a cassette multi-tracker. And I used the vary speed control, the pitch control on my vocals. So I set it originally below the 0 point on the vary speed control. And so when I brought it up to normal, my vocal sounded, like I was a chipmunk or something. It sounded very high pitched. And the reason for that is I tried to, and it's the same thing with The Damage Done. I did the same effect. I tried to make it an effect where it sounded like I was a child singing the song, because in some ways the feelings that I had while writing The Damage Done and this song, Use You, Use Me, was that I was kind of like a child in disguise. And that, losing friendships and, having a strained relationship with my mother, I felt childlike and not really able to grow up. So, hence the use of the vary speed to make my vocals sound childlike. So, but that was the cool thing about it. And then, the other cool thing is the melody. It kind of jumps intervals a lot. So it's called you just the this A note. Called you just the other day, B. You said what's up? The sky is F sharp. Was falling, you say. So it goes kind of, those notes are in the D major scale. And then, some of the interesting notes in the are in the bridge section, where it goes, why did you fuck me over and over again? it goes to that B. And then it goes, be alone. And it goes to that G5 chord with the D note in there. So a lot of the tones are chord tones, and they fit into the melody perfectly, because, you know, and the song also has this kind of like a halftime feel. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. It has that halftime feel. So great. I mean, that's it for this song. That's it for now. Catch me again in a few weeks when I record a video for the next track, You Fucked Me Up, which is the next song on the album. So, yeah, great. I mean, be sure to listen to the full version of Use You Use Me here on my YouTube channel, and other streaming apps if you have them, Spotify, etc. So that's it for now. And it's great talking to you guys again. Bye. Have a good day.